So Hollywood has this very, very weird obsession where they constantly try to self-congratulate themselves. It's like it's a weird thing, and I know they've always had like the Oscars and award shows and things like that, but I'm not talking about that level of self-congratulations. I'm talking about how there are so many actors and actresses that come out on social media and they want to always pretend like they're the first to do something. Because apparently there is only validity in those who are the first to do something. That's basically what it seems like the mindset is. And now the latest iteration of this has to do with Jennifer Lawrence, who is notorious for pushing so much feminism nonsense in her movies and just in interviews in general. She is just a hardcore feminist. It's so obvious. She just seems to hate men. I mean, I don't really know what the deal is. But apparently she has come out, according to Bounding Into Comics, link is in the description. It says, film fans roast Jennifer Lawrence after she falsely claims Hollywood never put women in the lead of action films before the Hunger Games. So she wanted to be the first so bad that she came out and literally said that there were no women leads before her. Essentially, she was the first woman lead in Hunger Games. That was her thing. That was her mindset regarding Hunger Games. So let's get into it. It says Jennifer Lawrence is known for her migraine-inducing moronic hot takes as well as a few Hunger Games movies, but her recent comments about female-led action franchises may have been her dumbest take to date, which is saying a lot. The Hunger Games actress had taken a short break from acting over the last few years to save democracy, but Lawrence is back with a vengeance with some statements that are driving cinema fans up a wall. Lawrence recently did a sit-down interview with Viola Davis, star of The Woman King, a film that blatantly whitewashes the real-life history of the West African kingdom of Dahomey, one of the most prominent slave-trading states of their era, and attempts to lionize them as anti-colonial heroes who fought against enslavement and oppression. If you guys missed my Woman King videos, it's probably one of my highest viewed videos on the channel, so go check it out. It's somewhere in my channel. I have so many videos, it's insane. According to History vs. Hollywood, the Dahomey warriors conducted slave raids on villages with accounts detailing they cut the heads off of the elderly and ripped the bottom jaw bones of others. Wow. And you know what? Listen, let's not pretend that Hollywood, just to play devil's advocate here, let's not pretend that Hollywood didn't previously try to alter history for a lot of their movies. Okay, like Hollywood would do that. They would usually leave out the bad stuff that people really wouldn't want to see or hear because it just might not be good for business. And in this scenario, it happens to be almost the entire story of the Dahomey tribe. So they had to change up a lot to make it something that was noteworthy of Hollywood. On top of the fact that they don't want to make African Americans look bad. That's basically what it is. They don't want the true history to be told regarding the slave trade. So they basically wanted to keep it under wraps and try to make a glorified story of it, which they definitely did. They glorified the hell out of that story. But I mean, this is not about Woman King. This is about Jennifer Lawrence. So it says, but according to Jennifer Lawrence, because of its black female representation, The Woman King is the best movie of 2022. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is, Jennifer. No problem. I think that The Woman King is the best movie I've seen this year, hands down, and the best movie I've seen in so long, Lawrence stated. But that comment wasn't the dumbest thing that Lawrence said in the interview. While discussing The Woman King and the Hunger Games franchise, Lawrence made the blatantly false claim that Hollywood has never put a woman in the lead of an action movie before 2012. This isn't a bit. Lawrence, who earlier this year claimed to be a victim of sexism because she was paid $5 million less than Leonardo DiCaprio for the Netflix film Don't Look Up, told Davis nobody has ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie because it wouldn't work. We were told girls and boys can have both identify with a male lead, but boys cannot identify with a female lead. That is such nonsense. Who told you that? Who told you that? That is such nonsense. That is a fallacy. Nobody has ever said that. That's bullshit. She continued, and it just makes me so happy every single time I see a movie come out that just blows through every single one of those beliefs and proves that it's just a lie to keep certain people out of the movies, to keep certain people in the same positions they've always been in. It's just amazing to watch it happen and watch you at the helm. Where to even begin? That's exactly how I feel. Anytime I read something regarding Jennifer Lawrence and what she said recently in an interview or social media or whatever, you can guarantee it's probably something very stupid. So it says the claim that Hollywood didn't have action films with female leads before Katniss Everdeen is so absurd, only someone who knows nothing about movie history will pretend it's true. While Lawrence's comments made its way to film Twitter, she was bombarded with replies of people pointing out decades worth of female-led action films. And you know what's funny? All these women who led those female action-led films from before in the past for decades, those are the true trailblazers. Those are the women who actually paved the way for people like Jennifer Lawrence to pretend like they paved the way. If you guys get what I mean. She's only pretending she's a trendsetter. She's only pretending she's some sort of like super female actress who was the first to do an action movie. Oh my god, I'm so amazing. No, the original women who did action movies before her, those are the true trailblazers regarding female cinematography. They are the ones who deserve the credit, not Jennifer Lawrence, who's trying to get herself to seem more important than she actually is, so she decides to want to say something stupid like that. It says Twitter user Steven Simmons brutally debunked Lawrence's notion in a series of tweets naming female-led movies. He wrote Aliens, Terminator 1 and 2, Long Kiss Goodnight, Resident Evil 5 by that, La Femme Nikita, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. Kill Bill alone is a huge one. Tomb Raider 1 and 2, V for Vendetta, G.I. Jane, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Cutthroat Island, Salt, etc., 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 etc. You guys get it, but he says he didn't stop there. He continued, Columbiana, I actually like Columbiana, Haywire, Hannah, Wanted, Run Lola Run, The Fifth Element, etc. You guys get the drill. There are so many movies. This is literally pure destruction. I love seeing stuff like, look at all these movies all these movies that he put out. It's incredible. And he didn't stop. He still kept going. Ultraviolet, Planet Terror, Prometheus, Bloodvein, The Brave One, Snow White and the Huntsman. Jesus, he destroyed her. The Cinema Soothsayer also debunked Lawrence's narrative with a list of actresses who are best known for their roles in action franchises. The Twitter user wrote, Sigourney Weaver, Jane Fonda, Gina Davis, Angelina Jolie, Mila Jovovich, Kate Beckinsale, Charlize Theron. I swear, they don't even know the history of their own business. They just say things the user added. And you know what? But you gotta understand, that's the thing. They do just say things. They do. That's what they do, because they don't really think about the history of anything. That's not their job. Their job is to try to basically self-congratulate themselves or anybody else who's a friend of theirs within the Hollywood space. Look at her. She was basically self-congratulating Viola Davis nonstop 24/7. It's like that's what they do. You know, they want to pretend like they're trendsetters. They want to pretend like they're doing something that's more important than it actually is, but they don't even care about the history. It's not that they forget the history, because they do know it. They don't care. They don't want to care. They are trying to be the history now. That's what they're trying to do. So it says, nobody's ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie. Tell me more about how you have never seen a movie that was made before you became an actor. I mean, seriously, Pam Grier, Sigourney Weaver, Carrie Fisher, Jamie Lee Curtis, Linda Hamilton. Shall I continue? The people are just destroying her. I don't even have to keep reading these tweets because people are literally like, you guys should go see the thread. You guys should honestly click the thread and go check it out on Twitter because it is hilarious. Jennifer's recent comments in another footnote in the long list of stupid comments she has made in the last few years. Early this year, Lawrence threw her own parents under the bus, implying they support bad WW2 people because of their conservative political beliefs. Now, I made a video on this before, so I'm not going to redo a video now on it, but she has been like, I don't know how to compare her to. She's basically, you know, like Sessler from G4 TV. She's basically the female Sessler. She's so obsessed with politics that she just is just, I think she has such TDS. It's really terrible. But obviously, Jennifer Lawrence is one of those people who just, you can't take what she says very seriously because she obviously doesn't care to know her history. She never will care to know her history because there's always going to be people simping for her online. At the end of the day, it's social media, and that's where she's going to bank. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought of today's story, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.